Thank you so much, Biafrans. Good morning, wonderful people, lovers of freedom. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your location and depending on your time. Where are you watching us from? I welcome each and every one of you this morning once again as we get close to our total liberation and restoration of Biafra. We will continue to do the needful. We will continue to educate our people. We must continue to do what is right before God and before man. Ihe ọbụla anyị ga-eme ka Biafra bịa, onye ọbụla ga-etinye aka n'ihi na anyụkọ mamịrị ọnụ ọgba ezigbote ụfụfụ. Eji m ohere a na-anabata unu niile. Use this opportunity to welcome each and every one of you to this, the Questionnaires platform this morning. Anchored by myself, Mazi David Nnanna. I'm reaching you live from my location. This very morning, it is precisely 8:20 a.m. I believe by now it is 7:20 a.m. in the land of Chukwu Okike Abiama himself, the land of our ancestors. Obodo anyị bụ Biafra, the center of the universe. So ka ebe isi wee join anyị. Where are you watching us from? Are you watching us from the zoo, or are you watching us from the land of God itself? And as I welcome you, I want you to welcome others as well. Ọ ihe na-enye ọṅụ na mgbe ọbụla anyị pụtara ka anyị gbasa ozi ọma, a lot of people supposed to join us. So because while you join, try as much as possible to share so that you can invite others. We are at a very critical time of our liberation and recognition. So a lot of things is happening at this particular time. It is all expected. Enwe video na-aga viral. Let me just talk about it before I go ahead today. Enwe video na-aga viral. Oh, that gentle this, gentle that, gentle murder some people. I want you to know that that video is AI generated video. It is AI generated video. 1 minute. So when you see such videos playing, I want you to, ignore it. Things are happening at this time. I want you to know that Nigeria is not resting. Nigeria is not keeping quiet. They will continue to do what they know how best to do, to carry out all manner of propaganda against our freedom, against our liberation from that zoo. So I want you to know that that video is AI, where they use the voice of Commander Gentle or General Gentle to make that voice using pump passion. Biafran liberation, Biafran defense forces don't use pump passion. Okay, agafe na even during the time of ESN self, only very few were using pump passion. So pump passion, okay, easy at this time. I know na we are. I have ishi worry kaju. At this particular time, it is not possible. So it's just like when they use the voice of Donald Trump to say that, oh, he has ordered Finland to release Simon Ekpa. Everybody thought it was the real voice or the real president of America was speaking. That is AI generated voice. They use the voice of General Gentle to do that video. So when you see it, don't share it. When you see it, attack them. This is not what the Biafran Defense Forces are focused at this time. Because they know our Prime Minister is coming out very soon. And that was why they delayed the release of our leader. They want to know what Finland will do. So they are now trying to blackmail the Biafran Defense Forces, which they have tried before. Are they going to succeed? No way. They are not going to succeed. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. So when you see them, ignore them. That is not Commander Gentle. That is not General Gentle. That's not General Gentle. To be able to decipher the real voice and the evil voice, the propaganda voice. Ụmụ Biafra, ka ihe a ga-enye unu. What are you going to gain if you are a Biafran when you continue to propagate falsehood against your fellow brothers and sisters, against those men and women who have put their lives on the line? What will it profit you to make out an AI-generated video, send it on the social media, and use it in order to blackmail the warriors of our time, in order to use it to tarnish the image of Biafran Liberation Army? But no matter what they do, the BDF are unshaken. General Gento is very much unshaken because they even did worse things when our leader, our prime minister was here. So, having said that, this morning, Biafrans, once again, I welcome each and every one of you. Please share, 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 share. Share, share, please. If you have not shared it, I want you to share this. I want you to share it. Very, very important. If you look at the pictures, there are numerous and numerous pictures of Biafrans who are missing. Who are missing. Their families are still looking for them up to tomorrow. The Nigerian terrorist government took them from their various homes and locations. Up to this moment, they are nowhere to be found. If you don't share their information for the world to rise up, since 2021, you don't know who it may befall upon tomorrow. You may be a victim of the Nigerian terrorist atrocity outside the victim that you have been, living in that part of the geographical location. Ihe a bụ ụmụ mmadụ. Ihe a bụ papa mmadụ. Ihe a bụ ezinụlọ mmadụ. Ka ndị Nigeria, ndị Zoo, Hope Uzodinma, Soludo, Otti, Mbah, na ndị ọzọ, imirikiti ndị na-achị ọchịchị n'ala Igbo, na ihe ha na-eme ụmụ mmadụ. This is their atrocity. Mkpamkpa niile ha na-akpa n'ala Igbo. Na fine, fine young men that are in their 40, 35, 30 years, as the case may be. Ndị Nigeria ejide ha. Hope Uzodinma wee na-akpa mkpamkpa n'ala Igbo. Soludo na-eme nke ya. Otti a na-eme nke ya, na-pretend. Mbah anọdụ n'Enugu steeti na-egbuchi ndị be anyị. Ka ebe ndị a nọ, it should be a major concern to each and every one of us, because you may be a victim tomorrow. You may be a victim tomorrow, just like you are victims of the atrocity of this Nigerian terrorist state. So where are these Biafrans? I ask. Where are these Biafrans? Kebe ha nọ? Where are they this morning? That is the question we should ask the Nigerian terrorist government. That is the question we should ask Soludo. That is the question we should ask Hope Uzodinma. That is a question for Otti. That is a question for Mbah. That is a question for all the politicians in Biafran territory. These are their subjects, supposed to be under their protection. What crime did they commit? If you arrest someone that's committed a crime, you have to prosecute that person in the law court. But these men are not in the law court. These men are not in the police stations. Then where are they? We need them dead or alive. Amnesty International have written about all these men, yet they are nowhere to be found. I want you to remember that Nigeria is a human abattoir scattered all over Biafran territory. Tiger Bays, Tiger Bays, Tiger Bays need to go down. We need to let people understand the atrocity that is happening in Tiger Bays. A lot of atrocities are happening, have happened in Tiger Bays, Owerri, where the Hitler Hope Uzodinma with Aboki Danjuma are buying Biafrans morning, afternoon, and night, unabated, no restriction. Nobody is holding anybody accountable. Nobody is holding anybody responsible. The same thing applies to Anambra, where Soludo is using his militia, Udogachi, to kill, disappear, harass Biafrans. The same thing is happening in Enugu, where Peter Mbah, is committing his own atrocity. The same thing is happening in secret in Abia State, where Otti is also in charge of the security situation. Where is all these individuals? Where are these Biafrans? Their families want to know where they are. Their wives want to know where they are. Their children want to know where they are. Their community want to know where they are. Their states want to know where they are. Biafrans who are friends and well-wishers of these Biafrans, we want to know where the Hope Uzodinma, where Tiger Bays have buried them. We want to know and take their bones and bury them in the proper burial way in Biafran territory and in Biafra land. Where are they? I ask. Tiger Bays. Tiger Bays is a camp that the politicians in Biafran land are slaughtering Biafrans. When you have a case, even a domestic case, they use Tiger Bays to disappear you. So Biafrans, at this critical time of our freedom, beware, beware of the politicians from the southeast. Beware of Hope Uzodinma. Beware of all the stations, all the abattoirs that we have in police stations, in military barracks, in Biafran territory, from A to Z. All of them are human abattoirs. All of them are terrorist government of Nigerian slaughter camps. Because who are those in charge of those human abattoirs? It is the likes of Aboki Danjuma. The likes of Aboki Danjuma are the people that are ordering the disappearance of Biafran youths. So you must beware. These men that you see here have disappeared from the face of the earth. What is their crime? Being Biafrans. Being Biafrans is their crime. It may be you tomorrow. Obinze, Obinze, Tiger Bays have wasted a lot and lots of Biafran lives. Lots of Biafran lives have been wasted at Obinze. So I want you to know that. I want you to listen.
I beg, if you don't already, listen to this video. I beg, people where they in the States, and then get this video. Anything what you do now, avoid problem. Who carry you go tiger base? I be like for you. Anything I beg, if you don't already, listen to this video. I beg, people where they in the States, and then get this video. Anything what you do now, avoid problem. Who carry you go tiger base? I be like for you. Anything who carry you go tiger base already, avoid them. Because anything as a guy, as a girl, anything we carry you go tiger base, possibility of you coming alive, they very slim. One. Secondly, now judges don't on strike. Now let's see February they try to resume. If they carry you go tiger base now, before October this year, for you to remain that, for you to survive that place, the chances are very slim. So anything wey dey pass through now, no allow tiger base carry you. Police case na just small thing o, SARS na small thing o. If tiger base carry you, body go tell you, say no to crime. I beg, if you don't already, listen to this video. I beg, people wey dey it and then get this video. Anything wey you do now, avoid problem. Who carry you go tiger base? I be like for you. Anything wey carry you go tiger base already, avoid them. Because anything as a guy, as a girl, anything wey carry you go tiger base, possibility of you coming alive, they very slim. One. Secondly, now judges don't on strike. Now let's see February they try to resume. If they carry you go tiger base now, before October this year, for you to remain that, for you to survive that place, the chances are very slim. So anything wey dey pass through now, no allow tiger base carry you. Police case na just small thing o, SARS na small thing o. If tiger base carry you, body go tell you, say no to crime.
Anything wey go make you go tiger base, Biafran, this is a very, very important message for you, Biafran, in the homeland. This is a very, very important for you as a Biafran in the homeland. Anything wey go carry you go tiger base, you should avoid it. Anything wey go carry base, you should avoid it.
I beg, if you don't already, listen to this video. I beg, people wey dey in States and then get this video. Anything wey you do now, avoid problem. Who carry you go tiger base? I be like for you. Anything wey carry you go tiger base already, avoid them. Because anything as a guy, as a girl, anything wey carry you go tiger base, possibility of you coming alive, they very slim. One. Secondly, now judges don't on strike. Now let's see February they try to resume. If they carry you go tiger base now, before October this year, for you to remain that, for you to survive that place, the chances are very slim. So anything wey dey pass through now, no allow tiger base carry you. Police case na just small thing o, SARS na small thing o. If tiger base carry you, body go tell you, say no to crime.
If tiger base carry you, body go tell you, no be person go tell you say leather. Khaki no be leather, no be person go tell you. If tiger base, all these abattoirs that we have in Biafran territory, no be person go tell you. So I want you Biafrans to understand that tiger base is a human abattoir, just like Obinze barracks and every other barrack that you have in Biafran region, in Biafran territories, because the reason why all these barracks are there, the reason why all these barracks are there is because the Nigerian government policy against the Biafran people. They want to be taking us out one after the other. They want to continue to commit atrocity even after the 1967-70 war. Mkpamkpa ndị Nigeria na-akpa n'ala Biafra, ọ dịzi too much. Negodo ụmụ Biafra, vibrant youth ndị Nigeria gburu. Most of them nwere ụmụazị. Most of them have families, they have wives, they have children. Nigeria disappeared them. Kee ihe ọjọọ ha mere, kee alụ ha mere, kee njọ ha mere, Nigeria ji wee na-eme ihe a na-akpa mkpamkpa ha na-akpa n'ala Biafra. What is the crime of all these people? They committed no crime. Only on suspicion of belonging to IPOB, but everybody is IPOB. Only on suspicion, Nigerian government disappeared them, abducted them, tortured them, and sent them to wherever they kept them till today. Their families are looking for their corpses, their families are looking for their lives, their families are looking for their loved ones. And it is only through this means that we can send this information out to get to those who are responsible and holding them hostage. That is why OGD very important. Ịbata na platform a, ihe ọbụla ị chọrọ, message ọbụla ị chọrọ ka ọ gaa far, you have to share it. Ihe kwesịrị ekwesị ka ọ bụ. You have to share it. You have to share it to let people see, to let people know what is actually playing out. Obinze is a death trap. Tiger Base is a death trap. Soludo is a killer. Hope Uzodinma is a destroyer. Mbah is an executioner. Otti is a silent destroyer. All of them from A to Z, all these people are committing a lot of evil in Biafran territory. They are the chief security officers in our various communities and various states. Then where is the lives of their citizens? Where are their citizens up to tomorrow? They have no reason to disappear them. Onye gbukwuru nwanne ya naanị ihe ebiri. Onye gburu nwanne ya naanị ihe ebiri. Igbuo nwanne gị.
Abeg,
Naanị
if
ihe
you
ebiri.
don't listen to this video. Abeg, people wey dey Imo State and then get this video. Anything wey they do now,
So that you can
avoid problem. No carry you go
yeah.
Tiger Base. I go lie for you. Anything wey go carry you go Tiger Base, Owerri, avoid them. Because anything as a guy, as a girl, anything wey carry you go Tiger Base, possibility of you coming alive, dey very slim. One. Secondly, now judges done on strike. Now next year February, they try to resume. If they carry you go Tiger Base now, before October this year, for you to remain that, for you to survive that place, the chances are very, very slim. So anything they pass through now, no allow Tiger Base carry you. The police case na just small thing, SARS na small thing. If Tiger Base carry you, body go tell you. Say no to crime.
Say no to crime. Even if you are not a criminal, When the Nigerian government catches you, your life is in danger. All these Biafrans that are here, they are not criminals. They committed no crime known to man. These Biafrans that you are seeing here, none of them committed crimes against humanity. So why are they still being held in various detention facilities that you have in that contraption called Nigeria? I want you to understand that the policies of the Nigerian terrorist state against Biafrans is something that everybody should understand. They do not mean well for you. They do not mean well for me. This man that you see here, or this young man that you see here, his name is Ikechukwu Henry. Ikechukwu Henry comes from Olu in Imo State. Hope Uzodinma. Where is Ikechukwu Henry? Ikechukwu Henry was abducted on the 23rd of August 2021 from his residence at Gaki, Enugu by 2 a.m. by the Nigerian terrorist security agencies. What is the crime of Ikechukwu Henry? Ikechukwu Henry is married and has a son. What is the crime of this young man? 27-year-old wife. His 27-year-old wife narrated how the Nigerian government in military uniform abducted him, around 10 to 15 men. They invaded their compound at about 2 a.m. They started knocking on their door. They were not aware who was knocking. In the middle of the night, in civilized world, you don't come in the night to arrest anybody. It is only thieves, armed robbers, criminals, kidnappers that walk in the dead of the night. So you have to qualify the Nigerian security agencies as kidnappers, abductors, armed robbers, and their likes. According to the wife, she said, "I was not aware of those who were knocking. I usually woke up in the middle of the night to breastfeed my 3-month-old baby. So when I woke up, I was scared because of the knocks on the door. When I opened the door, I saw men in uniform. They had surrounded our house. They dragged me out and asked, 'Where is Henry?' Before I could reply to them, they forced me out of the door and entered our house, searching for my husband. He was asleep. They dragged my husband outside and were slapping him. I shouted in shock. They told me that if I shout again, they will beat me. They asked me to put on my clothes, that I will be going to the station with them. I asked them what we did. They said, I will find out when I get to the station.' This is the modus operandi of the terrorist Nigerian state. You have to know the reason why you are going to the station. You, of course, before they come to your house to arrest you in a civilized world, they must give you a notice. And they must tell you the reason why they are taking you out from your family. But in Nigerian's case, they will tell you, when you get to the station, you know the reason why you are being taken there. This is very, very odd. That is to show you or to demonstrate to you or to prove to you that Nigeria is not a civilized country. They beat my husband, according to her, so badly. They searched our house. They could not find anything. Then they dragged us outside, my husband and I, with my little baby. I did not have any clothing to cover the baby. I covered her with our bed sheet. We entered their Hilux vehicle. They drove off to Nigeria Army 82 Division Enugu. You see, these are another slaughter camp. So 82 Division Enugu, where is this Maazi Henry? The family are looking for him. The daughter is looking for him. The wife is waiting for him to come home. But 4 years up to this moment, Ikechukwu Henry is nowhere to be found, not dead, not alive. So where is Ikechukwu Henry? Peter Mbah, this is a question you should answer. So when we got to 82 Division, it was about 4 a.m. We stayed in the guard room till they were able to open the main building in the morning. When they took us inside the main building and started interrogating us, they were asking me about my husband and his occupation. I told them that my husband is a caterer. He cooks for people during ceremonies. On the third day after his abduction, when I went to visit him, they told me that I should not come back to visit him, that he was no longer there as they had transferred him to Abuja. Then I asked them which place in Abuja. They refused to tell me. Since 2021, August 23, when my husband was abducted, I have not seen him. This is the testimony of the wife of Ikechukwu Henry. You took somebody that you say is committed a crime. In fact, they did not even tell the wife what crime Ikechukwu Henry committed. Up to this moment, he committed no crime. You took somebody from Enugu and transferred him to Abuja. You see the intimidation and the harassment that we go through on a daily basis in that evil entity. In that evil entity we call Nigeria. In that evil entity, the abduction, the harassment, the intimidation Biafrans go through every blessed day is very much alarming. This fine man, gịnị ka o mere ndị Nigeria? Gịnị ka o mere Peter Mbah? Gịnị ka o mere Tinubu? Ka ife o mere ndị Nigeria eji wee jide wee kpọpụ ya n'aka nwunye, kpọpụ ya n'aka nwa ya nwanyị. Ruo n'ụbọchị taa, aka na-achọ nwa amadi achọ. Na-achọ nwa amadi achọ. Ọ ihe jọgburu onwe ya. Shikarịa nkapụ na nshi. Na ihe dị otu a na-eme. Na anyị onwe onye na-ekwu okwu. Everybody is keeping quiet. The politicians are not speaking because to them, it is not their problem. Their children are studying abroad. Their children are in America, in UK, in Germany, in France, enjoying themselves and living large, while they are destroying, intimidating, harassing, kidnapping, abducting, disappearing the children of other people. It is very, very sad. This is Henry, have not been seen since 2021. Amnesty International should go ahead and do more investigation on the whereabouts of this young man. This is very, very important. that Biafrans know the atrocity that the terrorist Nigerian state is committing in Biafran territory. Very, very sad indeed. This is Henry. Where is Henry? Henry need to go back to his family. He need to see his daughter. He needs to be with his wife. His relations and relatives are looking for him. Nigerian government, Hope Uzodinma, Peter Mbah, you must provide this young man, or your days, all your days will be filled with calamity. All your days will be filled with unhappiness, because if you murder other people's happiness, you don't expect to be happy as well. You don't expect to be happy while other people are mourning. Very, very important. This is another Biafran man, another man that the family are looking for. His name is Eberechi Ukebu. Eberechi Ukebu was also abducted from his residence in Aluku, Umuoma, in the Obingwa local government of Abia State in the same March, in March 2021. Where is Henry? Where is Eberechi? We are asking the politicians from the southeast. Tell us where these young men are. If you murdered sleep, I want you to know that you can never sleep. Imebie nke onye ọzọ. Don't expect your own to be okay. Don't expect your own to be okay. All those of you that are aiding and abetting the destruction of life, you have to pay a price for that. Before we proceed, let us listen on how we will continue to sustain the peace that we have in our territory.
Fellow Biafrans, this is the 11th day of November 2024, and I am here again to respond to a question by somebody who just asked me, Prime Minister, what do we do to sustain the peace and security we've brought to Biafra land? And I told him, and I said, I am going to make this video to respond because I know many people are going to be asking the same question. So here is my response. The only way to sustain the peace that we have brought to Biafra territory and to the Biafra people is to make sure that Nigeria never breed within our territory. Nigeria Terrorist Army and the killed by the Fulani terrorists. Look at the northeast, northwest, where Nigeria is breeding. There are many terrorist groups springing up on a daily basis to their children inside IDP camp. Them are today, many of those children are today 19. I tell you, it means that people have actually left and fled their ancestral land and have been living in IDP camp for more than 19 years. And without any plan for them to reclaim their land. Their land is now being occupied by strangers. Who are those strangers? The fighters that were actually killing the people and chasing them out of their own land. Nigeria is breeding in the Middle Belt. And that's the reason the solution to sustain this security in our land is to make sure that Nigeria never breed. And that's what Simon Ekpa is leading. Thank you very much. May God bless you.
The only way we can sustain the peace in Biafran territory is to make sure that Nigeria no longer breeds in our territory. That is the only way we can sustain the peace in our land. Like I was saying, Eberechi Ukebu was abducted from his residence in Aluku, Umuama, in Obingwa, local government of Abia State in 2021 at about 1:30 a.m. the same night, not in the daytime, by the Nigerian terrorist security. Why was he abducted? Why was this man of 50 years old abducted? Because they say he's a member of IPOB. The sister narrated a harrowing experience. The security agencies came in the middle of the night, well armed with AK-47, shouting, "Open the gate." We were so frightened, no one could go and open the gate. They forcefully broke into the compound and took my brother. We have been to so many places in search for him. We have gone to Aba in Abia State. We have gone to several police stations. They said they have no record of him. We have also been to DSS office and they said they have no record of such person in their custody. My brother is married with 5 children. His wife and children are still in his residence. His family has been highly affected by the void created by his absence. This is the reason why you should know that if you don't fight for the freedom of your people, you can just one day be abducted and nobody is going to speak for you. Just like the politicians are not concerned about your condition, if you don't support the freedom of your people, tomorrow may be your own case. And nobody will certainly fight for you. Biafrans, we should be aware that the Nigerian terrorist government are out to complete what they never completed in 1967. The atrocities against the Biafran people continued unabated. They continued to try to annihilate us, to destroy our race, but we must be strong against their atrocities against our people. It is very, very important that we understand that if we don't fight for our freedom, is going to stand for us. If you don't fight to be free out of Nigeria, nobody is going to do that for us. I want you to know that. I want you to understand that we are in a perilous time and we must do everything humanly possible to support our government to from this subjugation and slavery that we find ourselves in this contraction, in this evil contraction called Nigeria. Very, 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 very important. Our life is very precious to us. The families and loved ones of these Biafrans that we are talking about, their lives, their presence is needed. Their lives matter to their brothers and sisters, their relations and relatives. Most of them are breadwinners to their various families. They are breadwinners, and therefore, Nigeria taking them out of their families have destroyed the lives of such families. So this is Maazi Chidebere. Maazi Chidebere Luke Echefu is a 49-year-old father of 5 from Umugwano, Umuchekekwe, in Imo local government of Imo State. Rope Uzodinma Tiger Base must be held responsible for the abduction and disappearance of this Chidebere, who was abducted by security agencies from his residence in Owerri on 7th of November 2021. Immediately, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. All these atrocities started happening. These are according to information that we know it was given out to the terrorist Nigerian government by members of the Directorate of Saboteurs, DOS. So he was abducted 3 a.m. in the morning over alleged membership of IPOB. And since that abduction, he is remaining missing. His wife, a 41-year-old school teacher who witnessed the abduction, recounted the event that led to it. My husband Chidebere Luke Echefu was abducted from our residence in Owerri on 7th November at about 3 a.m. About 6 men in uniform broke our flat door and entered our house. When my husband came out, the first thing they asked him is, "Where is your phone?" My children were all panicky, so I left our room and went to their room to calm them down. They got the phone and started interrogating him. I said to them, "Sir, you have not even identified yourself. Who are you? Why are you in our house?" They handcuffed him and whisked him away. We went to all the police stations in Owerri to search for him. They said he was not there in their custody. We also went to DSS Owerri, but they denied having him in their custody. On 2nd January 2022, I received a call from a lawyer who told me he saw my husband at DSS headquarters in Abuja. When he went there, the DSS denied having him in their custody. Nobody saw him, nobody knows his whereabouts. I was 4 months pregnant when he was abducted. The child is 1 year and 4 months now, but my husband have not seen the child, and they have not allowed any member of his family to have access to him. This is the gory tales what is happening in Biafran territory. This is the atrocity of the Nigerian terrorist state against our people. Our brother Chidebere, since 2021, is nowhere to be found. The Nigerian government, Hope Uzodinma, Tiger Base, and every one of them who are holding our brother must be made to account for his whereabouts. All these people in military and police uniform, they are the reason our people are disappearing. Mazi Chidebere need to go back to his family and see his children and be with his wife. My wonderful Biafrans, this is the story. This is what is happening in our territory as we speak. A lot of people have disappeared. A lot of families are crying, looking for their loved ones. As you all see that the Nigerian government atrocity in our land is going unabated, and we must speak out. We must continue to create this awareness for those who are holding them to release them, either dead or alive. This is very, very important. Biafrans, this is not a hearsay. These are things that are happening as I speak to you. Tiger Base, Obinze Barracks, 82 Division Enugu, and all these military barracks in Biafran territory are complicit in the crimes of abductions, kidnappings, and killings that is happening in our land. We must certainly fight to make sure that we stop all these atrocities from continuing in Biafran territory. Very, 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 very important. Everybody should put our hearts together to make sure that we make people understand the reason and the need for all these people to reunite with their family. This man that you are seeing on the screen, his name is Emmanuel Ikechukwu. Emmanuel Ikechukwu is a photographer and a father of three, was also abducted by the security agencies from his shop at Abangwa Road in Aba, Abia State in July 2021 over membership of IPOB. Since then has not been seen. I want you to know that all these people that have called out here, their abductions may be connected to the sabotage of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by the Directorate of States Indigenous People of Biafra, because all these abductions happened in 2021, and our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in 2021. And you remember what happened immediately our leader was kidnapped. Everything about RPOB started having issues, kidnappings here and there, abductions here and there, disappearances here and there. This is the signature of the Nigerian DSS, police, and the army since the abduction of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Since the abduction of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that is when we started witnessing all these adoptions of Biafrans from their various homes. So it may not be unconnected with the hierarchy of the Directorate of States. Very important. An eyewitness who witnessed the abduction told Amnesty International, Emmanuel Ikechukwu was my neighbor at my residence and my shop was close to his. As the security agency came that day on July 8th, they picked him up. I was there when it happened. He was abducted in the daytime at about 3 p.m. They came in a vehicle, about 6 of them. They dressed like police officers, but I did not know really whether they are police officers. They covered their faces and were armed with AK-47 guns. We tried our best to locate where they kept him, but to no avail. We have gone to police stations and prisons to check if he's there, but he was not there, and nobody has heard from him since then. He has a wife and 3 children, as at that time he was abducted. You can imagine a man with a wife, a photographer who has a wife and 3 children, abducted from his business premises, and up to this moment, he is being searched for all over the places, all over Nigeria. We are asking Otti, Otti, this is your subject. You must have to find where he is and make sure that his family knows about his whereabouts. Very important. Very, very important. This man, we must know where the Nigerian government are keeping him so that he can go back to his family. He can go back to his family, and the family will now give a sigh of relief. The abductions of Biafrans continue on a daily basis, even as we speak. A lot of abductions are happening in Biafran territories. What crime have Biafrans committed to warrant all this dehumanizing, situations? Because we are fighting for our freedom, we want to be free. We need to be free. We must be free as well. No matter what they do, this is just to create awareness to Biafrans to be mindful of these security agencies. They are not your friend. They are enemies of the people. They are the enemies of the people. This man that you see here is Tochukwu Ibeleme. Tochukwu Ibeleme is a 25-year-old trader and father of 3. He was taken from his shop at Aba as well on June 15 by security agencies over his membership of IPOB as well. He has not been seen since then. An eyewitness to the abduction narrated the event to Amnesty International. On June 15, masked armed security agents came with a Hilux van, about 7 in number. They did not ask for anything. They took him. We searched all the police stations within the vicinity, but could not find him. We have not seen him from 2021 till date. I have not heard anything about him. I have been moving from one police station to the other. I do not know if Tochukwu Ibeleme is still alive. Where is Tochukwu Ibeleme? This is the question the Nigerian agencies, this is the question that Otti must answer. This is a question that Soludo must answer. This is a question that Mbah must answer. It is a question for Hope Uzodinma as well. 82 Division has a case to answer. Tiger Base also have a case to answer. All case to answer. Where are these Biafrans abducted since 2021 and who are not aware we are not aware of their whereabouts. The Nigerian government have committed a lot of atrocities against our people, and time to pay back is now. The only way we can pay them back is to support the Biafran Republic government in exile for our recognition, support the Biafran Defense Forces, the de facto in the homeland, for our liberation. Once Biafra land is liberated, the Biafran government will now question Nigeria and ask them internationally, formally, to produce all these Biafrans that are missing since time immemorial. Nigeria will have to pay a very big price for the disappearance of these Biafrans. Very important. So Biafrans, I'll open the line. The line is open. Let me put a link if you want to make a contribution. These Biafrans that have been disappeared for 2021. 2021, these people have disappeared by the Nigerian security agencies. So where are they? So the line is open. You can join us on the studio and make your contribution. Onye gbukwenu nwanne ya, naanị ya ebiri n'ụwa. If you are happy that your brother is abducted, if you are rejoicing that your sister is in the hands of the terrorist Nigerian state, what have you to gain? Igbuo nwanne gị, naanị gị ebiri. Igbuo nwanne gị, naanị gị ebiri. I want you to know that. So you can make your contribution. Make your contribution. You can join us on the studio or you call. Grazie. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Biafrans, for being part of this program this morning. I want you to make your contribution, and since nobody want to contribute, since nobody want to call and make his contribution, I want to really appreciate every one of you that was part of this broadcast this morning. I really appreciate every one of you. Thank you for joining me this morning. Thank you for being part of this program. I appreciate every one of you. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, The Questionnaire, Mazi David Nana BTV, please, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscription button so that each time I come live, you are going to get notification. Let me appreciate all the Biafrans that have joined me this morning. All of you that are part of this program this morning, I appreciate every one of you. Thank you for being part of this program this morning. I see you, Blessed Samuel. Thank you so much for being here. I see you, Everest Emedo. Everest, I see you. Glorioshi, I see you, Glorioshi. Adenrele, Lekan, I see you as well. Thank you for being part of this broadcast. Chichi, I see you. Emmanuel Chibike, watching from the capital, or not the capital, the headquarters of BRGIE, Maryland, Baltimore. Cypriel Ugochukwu, I see you. Alozie Ambrose, I see you. Charles Oji, appreciate every one of you. Cypriel Ugochukwu, greeting from here. Martins Augustus, I see you as well. Thank you so much. Chinenye Obiefune, I see you. Clementa Neto, Lars Benzico, and every one of you that have been part of this broadcast this morning. I appreciate every one of you. Please, I want these videos to go viral. Share it and make it go viral so that the authorities concerned will do something to the situation of all these people. Because in here, they have families, they have children, they need to be with their children. And all this atrocity that they committed against these people, it must stop at this time. Very, very important. Thank you so much. And I salute our leader, Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Onyi Flogsy, thank you for joining us. I appreciate our Prime Minister, the acting Prime Minister. I salute him as well. Our Information Minister, Maazị Sonny Akparawa, we salute you. I salute you. I appreciate you. The Biafran Defense Force, I appreciate them for defending our women and children and protecting our territory. And I appreciate every one of you that is supporting our liberation and our recognition. I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to bless each and every one of you. Airborne, and goodbye from here. See you in a jiffy. I think our sister Betty may be live by now. Otherwise, see you on X as we continue the message, our liberation and recognition. Remember, the video that is making round the social media is an AI generated video where they say Gen 2 this, Gen 2 did that. And Nigeria have recruited a lot of people to share that information. But that is not going to deter us because we know the truth. And it is only truth that can set us free.